Hey Elonites, welcome to the Tesla space where we share the latest news, rumors, and insights into all things Tesla, SpaceX, and Elon Musk. Now that the dust has settled on the year 2020, we can say without a doubt that this was a year when Tesla shattered all expectations and showed the world what they are truly capable of. When Elon Musk set his goal of delivering 500,000 Tesla vehicles in 2020, he had no idea that there would be a global pandemic, an economic collapse, and multiple factory closures standing in his way. But in spite of all these things, Tesla shocked the world and hit their goal almost exactly. This success has propelled the value of Tesla stock to spectacular gains, with their stock price closing out 2020 at an all-time high of $705. That's compared to a selling price of just $86 at the close of 2019. And if that wasn't enough, the price spiked yet again as soon as the markets reopened for 2021, with Tesla's share price jumping to $880 by the end of the first week of trading in the new year. This rise was enough to propel Elon Musk to the top of the billionaires list and make him the richest person in the world, knocking that crown off Jeff Bezos' shiny bald head. Though in the time it took to make this video, Elon has dropped back down to second spot again, but it's still a big deal. So with all the eyes on Tesla, the burning questions remain. What will happen to this company in 2021? Will the bubble burst, or will their growth continue? Or can they even accelerate in growth to surpass expectations yet again? And that's what we're taking a look at in today's video. Now, I want to preface this by saying we are not a financial advice channel. We're just taking a lighthearted look at some 2021 forecasts and predictions and breaking them down in a simple manner for people who don't have the time to do all of this research themselves. We're not about trying to tell you how to invest, so don't come around trying to burn my house down if you lose a bunch of money. Burn your own damn house down for taking advice from a guy who started this video by calling you an Elonite. Anyways, potential for growth. After about a decade of relatively stagnant performance, Tesla finally saw their company grow in 2020, and it was one hell of a growth spurt. A 10 times gain in stock value in just 1 year, taking them from mainstream obscurity to one of the most valuable companies on Earth. That rapid gain in value didn't just make Elon Musk a lot richer, it propelled hundreds, maybe even thousands of Tesla's early investors into a whole new world of personal wealth. But does that mean if you were to buy into Tesla stock right now, that your investment would grow tenfold by next year? I'm sorry to say that's most likely a no. The 2020 explosion in value was a one-off event for the foreseeable future at least. That was a perfect storm of factors coming together to basically just align Tesla's lagging stock price with the real-world value that the company was already presenting. There was momentum carried over from the Cybertruck unveiling in late 2019. They had the early delivery of the Model Y in America, the production ramp-up of the made-in-China Model 3, construction began on new factories in both Germany and Texas, the debut of their next-generation battery design and production method, plus a significant new update to their full self-driving program. This is what they mean by ramping up. You go from flat to steep really fast. Although I'm sure that Tesla will continue to succeed and expand year over year, they'll never be able to accomplish 10 times what they did in 2020 in another single year. But what we will see is incremental growth month over month, fairly consistently. Tesla has a lot of milestones coming up in the next year that will sustain their growth in both production volume and profit. There is a lot of momentum that was built in 2020 that will be paying off in 2021, and that means company profits will undoubtedly grow throughout the year. The year of the Model Y. Tesla will be pushing hard towards 1 million vehicle deliveries in 2021, and the Model Y SUV will undoubtedly be leading their charge. Just in Q1 alone, we have 2 new variations of the Y coming to market. The standard range option for Model Y with 1 electric motor and rear-wheel drive was just made available as of early January in North America, and it comes in at just $42,000. That's $8,000 cheaper than the long-range variant, and you still get a pretty decent 244 miles of range from the standard. In addition, the add-on for a third row of seating is now active on the standard and long-range option packages, making the crossover SUV even more compelling as a family car. At about the same time, Tesla started taking pre-orders for their made-in-China variant of the Model Y long-range, and they sold out their entire production quota for 2021 in just a couple of days. It's been said that they sold 100,000 of the Chinese Model Ys in just the first 10 hours they were available. Tesla was able to come out strong by undercutting their competition in China, charging about 10% less for all-wheel drive Model Y as compared to equivalent vehicles from Mercedes, BMW, and Audi. Because of how cheap and efficient the Model Y is to manufacture, plus the lower cost of labor in China, this boost in production at Giga Shanghai will drive incredible new profits for Tesla. 2021 should also see the first production of the Model Y in Europe as the new factory in Berlin gets up and running, hopefully around the middle of this year. Assuming that German snakes and lizards don't cause any more setbacks, this state-of-the-art, hyper-efficient Gigafactory will be pushing out an all-new variation of the Model Y to the European market in 2021. This new Euro Model Y will be the first of a whole new generation of Teslas, the most advanced automobile ever made with revolutionary new batteries and a die-cast frame. These are going to make a big splash in the European market, and the best part is this new generation of cars will actually be cheaper, faster, and more efficient to build than anything that has come before, and that means higher gross margins for Tesla than ever before. The Model 3 is still going to be a great selling car this year, especially with its new upgrades for 2021, but the Model Y will almost certainly be the car that defines Tesla in 2021 and will quickly overtake the Model 3 as their best seller. You are going to be seeing a lot more of these cars on the road by the end of this year, pretty much everywhere in the world. The Tesla Gigafactory in Austin, or Terafactory if you must get technical, is screaming towards completion at an incredible pace. The new factory remains under construction 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a spectacular amount of resources being thrown at this thing, and I think a whole lot of people are going to be surprised at just how quickly they can get this plant up and running. And what would be the reason for this heroic effort? One word: Cybertruck. Well, I guess it sounds like two. This new Tera, Giga, whatever factory will be the home of the Cybertruck. Sources on the web are reporting that Tesla are now up to over 1 million pre-orders for their game-changing electric pickup. That is a shit ton of money that is sitting just outside of Tesla's grasp, and all they have to do is start delivering trucks. As of right now, in early January, the Tesla website is promising would-be Cybertruck buyers that production of the dual-motor and tri-motor options will begin in late 2021, and the cheapest single-motor variant will be coming about a year later. If that holds true, then we know that Tesla will be ending their fiscal year on a high note because Cybertrucks mean money. This vehicle is specifically designed to be very cheap and efficient and fast to build. They don't even have paint. And the best part is, the trucks are already sold. It will take years just to fill all of the existing pre-orders, and the demand for these things will only go up once they hit the streets. Tesla will be raking in profits off this vehicle like nothing that has been seen before. Plaid Power. 2021 will be the year that Tesla delivers a heavy blow to the internal combustion vehicle industry by dropping the most insane performance car that the world has ever seen. And I don't mean the Roadster sports car. That one is still a ways off. I'm talking about their full-sized family sedan with a hatchback that will mop the floor with anything Ferrari, Lamborghini, or Bugatti have in their lineup. The Plaid Model S is coming this year, and it will be a landmark in the history of the automobile. Much like how the McLaren F1 became a legendary car for being such a high-performance beast, the Plaid Model S will have just as much of an impact, and it will do that at just $140,000. $100,000 with 4 doors, 4 comfy seats, and enough storage space for you to carry a full load of groceries while you blast from 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. The Plaid Model S will not sell huge numbers or make any money, but once the world sees what this thing can do, it will do amazing things for Tesla's brand identity, and sometimes that's just as valuable. If we're talking about high margin profit leaders, then Tesla's full self-driving program will be the big one for 2021. From what we've seen in the beta testing of the latest update, this software is getting very close to delivering on its promise of a real self-driving car. Once this beta hits wide release, that $10,000 price tag for full self-driving will start to look very tempting to the people who have the means to afford it. And for the people who don't, a subscription-based access to full self-driving will be following shortly, allowing any Tesla owner to pay as they go for their usage of the system. And all Tesla has to do in exchange for these fees is send the customer an over-the-air software update. This is zero overhead involved in delivering this service. It is basically printing money for Tesla, and the adoption rate for full self-driving is about to blow up in 2021. The points that we've laid out so far already draw the outline for another incredible year from Tesla. And those are just the things that we know for sure are in the pipeline. But there absolutely will be more coming that we don't know as much about. More factories are coming. You can bet anything you want on that. With the momentum that Tesla has created by breaking ground on 2 new factories in 1 year, they would be foolish to let that fade. Cities all over the world are begging Tesla to come to them and set up shop because companies like Tesla bring along significant economic boosters with them. But where to next? India maybe? South America? How about Tesla Canada? Come on, Elon, we're a friendly bunch up here. We'd love to have you join the Great White North. It's not that cold, really. Climate change is wreaking some havoc. It's January and there's like no snow right now. Shit's kind of weird. Please send help. For real though, nobody knows exactly where, but Tesla will break ground on a new factory this year. Another new car announcement. We're about due here. It's been over a year since that Cybertruck event, and we are itching to see something new coming from Tesla. All signs point to the so-called Model 2 as the next in line for unveiling. This would be the smallest, cheapest Tesla we've seen so far, and the general feeling is that this car will be designed and built at Giga Shanghai. It's always been Tesla's goal to make electric vehicles as affordable as possible, and this new vehicle is widely believed to be a compact hatchback car that will start at around $25,000 retail price. Think the same size, performance, and price bracket as a Volkswagen Golf GTI. It won't be cheap as hell, but it will be by far the cheapest EV to date, and a good EV at that. The reason that Tesla will be able to make such an affordable car in the near future is because their production process will become so efficient and so well optimized that the cars will be cheap to make without having to cheap out on parts and materials. Elon has said these cars could be available for 2023, so getting the product announced in 2021 would basically track with Tesla's current timeline from initial launch to delivery of around 2 years. By the end of the year 2021, it will be pretty hard to think about buying a new car without at least considering a Tesla as one of your options. As a would-be investor, you're pretty much in the same boat. It's impossible to consider the stock market without thinking about Tesla. While the millionaire making boom of 2020 might be over and done, there is still so much potential for this company. Any money that you put in now will surely make gains over time. Again, please don't burn my house down if that doesn't happen. If that's not enough reason to believe that Tesla's stock value will undoubtedly continue to grow, remember that we've only talked about cars and factories and haven't even touched on power walls or solar roofs or any of that jazz. But this has already gone on too long. If you're still unconvinced, let me know about it in the comments section below. If you want to continue to learn about everything regarding Tesla, SpaceX, and Elon Musk, we've got 2 more video options for you on the screen to check out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up today if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel for weekly content just like this.